හිස්සොර නිසා සොරිද?
Forever ලුණුවිල ඇන්ටි-ඩැන්ඩ්‍රෆ් කන්ඩිෂනින් ෂැම්පූ. ඖෂධීය ලුණුවිල ශාකසාරී. හිස්සොරි සම්පූර්ණයෙන් පාලනය කර දැකුම් කළු නිරෝගී කෙස් කලමක් ලබා දෙයි.
If you are looking for special accommodation for aged care, we have the right person in our studios this morning to advise you to suit your needs. It's with great pleasure I'd like to introduce the Managing Director of Rosewood Downs in our studios to advise you. Good morning and welcome to our program.
Thank you, Derek. Good morning. Thank you.
Ruban, first of all, what I want to ask you, in this aged care, there's low level and high level. Will you be able to briefly tell us about the low level and the high level?
Okay, these two levels of care. One is high level. High level is the people who are going to nursing homes. It's known as the nursing home care. The people who cannot, they are bedridden, they cannot eat by themselves, they are incontinent of feces, tube feedings are given, wheelchair bound. They need a full care, right? Now, after that care, there are no other cares as such. So that's called the high level of care. Now, when you say low level of care, that is the most important thing, and that's what we are going to talk more about it. Now, low level care also, there are two levels. Not two levels, there are two types. One is called hostel. The other one is known as supported residential services. Now, supported residential services is previously known as special accommodation home.
That's right.
Right? So most of the people to know this place as special accommodation homes. And when you say SR is supported residential service, the people get scared. So don't get scared. It is an old special accommodation home. But only thing is now is the restrictions and the standards are much higher. The standards are much higher. You are like living in a hotel, right? Everything is provided for you, right? And when you go to hostels, you have to first pay a bond, right? And even though it is funded by federal government, they have put a rule saying that 15% of the beds, number of beds, you are supposed to give for the financially difficult people.
Okay.
So to be in that, you had to be at least for 6 to 8 months' time, or maybe more. So there is no point waiting for that, because when you go to an SRS or special accommodation home, with the pension, everything is being covered. So this is, and here too, low level care is most of the people, they eat themselves, walk, do. Even there are people who are going to work from there. Yes. So these are the two levels of care.
Ruban, you've been the Managing Director for Rosewood Downs. You have had lots of experience. How long have you been having this business?
Last 23 years, me and my wife, we are operating this.
That's a long
time. We own
time.
it and we operate it. And it's really a pleasurable business for some people. But some people, if you really look for money, I don't think it is. You have to have some sort of a patience and compassionate to look after the people.
Ruban, with all the information you gave me, especially talking about low level care, who will be sort of qualified to apply for accommodation?
Anybody and everybody. This is because it is privately owned. The proprietors, they assess the people by themselves, and then we choose the people. Now, for an example, if someone comes to my place who is taking drugs or any substances, we don't take them. Who are with alcoholic habits or violent, we won't take them. So anybody and everybody is accepted who are in need of any care and support. So there is no restriction as such. There is no application form as such. We don't need any assessment by the aged care assessment team of Victoria, because normally to go to high-level care or to hostels, they need the papers from aged care assessment team from Kingston Center.
Okay.
They have to come home and assess and say, okay, this particular person is for high-level care. So as soon as the high-level care bed is available in the nursing homes, they will be transferred.
Okay.
So to answer your question, anybody, whoever wants to come to our place, if the proprietor accept them, yes, and if they can afford to pay.
Yeah.
But the payment is definitely under pension level though.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, just before you spoke about this bond, that's quite a big fee to pay.
Yes.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of putting a bond for these other accommodations? There'll be lots of Sri Lankans who are watching our program. They will have their parents, to try and find them accommodation. What sort of advice you can give them?
Okay, this is a very good question, Derek, because Channel 31 very especially asked me many times to come and explain to our community. Now, the advice what we can do give is you don't have to pay any bond to our places.
Uh-huh.
Right? Please come to our place. You will be given with Sri Lankan food, Sri Lankan staff. The owners are Sri Lankans. And if you want a doctor to be arranged as a Sri Lankan, we can arrange that too. And there are few Sri Lankans are living there, and it's a very friendly environment.
Mm.
And we will take care of your rooms cleaning up. We will administrate the medications. That's number one about the medications, because there are a lot of people fall sick at home, very especially. First thing, they don't take their medications.
Yeah.
They forget, they don't want to take, they're lazy. The second thing is they take the medication, they don't want to take their meals.
Yeah.
So there should be a set time, approximate time
Yeah.
for meals and medications. The meals and medications go together. If you take on its own, no, you are just destroying your inside your stomach, or I mean it is ulcers and different problems. So therefore, we administrate the medications, and our staff will be signing off like the hospitals. Okay, so and so has taken the tablet, they have signed it. So that means we know the medications are being given, right? And very especially, you get your Sri Lankan freshly cooked meal every day. At this age, people want a lovely rice and 3 curries or 4 curries.
Yeah.
So it's always given. You want the same language to speak? Yeah, there. The people there, they speak Sinhalese, Tamil, English, and Arabic too.
Okay.
Right?
So you cater for everyone.
For all of them.
Yeah.
Now, Arabic people, anyway, previously I was a chef, so I was trained in Kuwait Hilton for 3 years in Arabic kitchen, so I do a perfect Arabic cook meals.
Yeah.
So we have about 6 or 7 Arabs are there.
Yeah.
So for them, we cook them Arabic meals,
Okay.
and they love it. They feel homely.
So in other words, what you're trying to tell me is that you can cater for anyone.
Anyone, Italian, go ahead with lasagnas and pastas and anything.
And also it
we
would be a
have-
nice change even for the Sri Lankans if they wanted something different.
Yes, yes. Always there's a main meal or set meal is on the board every day in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
After breakfast, they will check the menu and they will come and tell us, oh, today I don't want to have roast beef. Is it possible for me to have some rice and curry? The Australians will come and ask, or an English person will come and ask. We are happy to provide them.
Okay.
And sometimes we have people, they will say, oh no, today, every day I eat rice and curry, no, Ruben. Can I have some roast beef and,
Okay,
roast potatoes and 3 veggies? We are very flexible with food.
Okay. To keep them occupied, what other activities do you have?
Very especially at my place, we have, every Mondays, there are a lot of people go out for different outside activities.
Mm-hmm.
And every alternative Tuesdays, there's a radio station come to Rosewood Downs, entertain the people from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Mm.
And then on Wednesday, we have a bingo session. And on Thursdays, we have a piano. We have a music session which is going on for the last 23 years from the day we started, and the last 15 minutes a dancing session, or 20 minutes dancing session, including it's a part of the job description of my staff.
Yeah.
They all have to join the residents to have a
Just to
little
get a bit of
dance
exercise.
and some exercise sort of, and they love it. Every day, every Thursday morning after breakfast, they are waiting for
Looking forward
the
for it.
musician.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes. And then every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Wednesdays, and Fridays in the evening, we have a piano session from 5 to 6. So these are the activities as such.
Yeah.
What we have.
That's very entertaining. Okay.
Yes.
There's no better place on earth. Yeah, I dream of you, Sri Lanka. Yeah.
I pray for you, Sri Lanka.
My hopes on you, Sri Lanka.
Our sponsors are Prestige Robes and Screens,
Travel Talk,
Transco Cargo,
Southern Star Motors,
Colombo Money Transfer,
Fairfield Lawyers,
Techno Motors,
Forever Skin Naturals,
D Legal,
Sahandro.